Hi, everyone. Welcome to 3 Minutes in the Loop, the bite sized video series where you can stock up on the latest supply chain insights, strategies, and news in the time it takes to get your caffeine fix. I'm your host, Mary Vasili, and today we're covering 3 mistakes to avoid when choosing a supply chain software vendor. Our special guest is Bob Bryant, Vice President of Customer Success here at Tools Group. Bob, welcome to 3 Minutes in the Loop.
Thank you, Mary. Glad to be
Glad
here.
to have you. So let's begin with some quick background information. Can you tell us, our viewers, why it's so critical for businesses to pick the right supply chain software vendor?
Sure. Choosing the right supply chain technology isn't just about the technology. When you choose a software vendor, you want to choose a partner, someone that will work with you and will meet your current and future business objectives. All right. You make the wrong choice of that partner and that technology, and that will cause some long term damage to your business.
Okay, so piggybacking then off the issue of making wrong choices, what are some of the biggest mistakes businesses should avoid when choosing a supply chain software vendor?
Sure. One is emphasizing the features over the business objectives. It's a common mistake. Oftentimes, they start the selection by assuming everyone knows what features that the organization needs to meet the objectives. Sometimes it's assumed that everyone understands the objectives when no one understands it in the first place. So you want to focus on those challenges you want to solve instead of features within the products. So, for example, let's say excess inventory is an issue, but you want to manage that inventory while not impacting your service levels. You want to keep that high customer service and satisfaction levels that your customers have been accustomed to. All right. So you have to start with that objective and then explore which vendors can work with you to meet those objectives.
Okay, so that's a good starting point. So, considering some other key preparation steps involved, what other mistakes should businesses be on the lookout for in the selection process?
Sure. We think that one key area is not to buy without doing a test drive, right? You wouldn't marry someone unless you've met them, spent some time with them, really get to understand what the relationship is all about and if your values are aligned, right? And that's same with the vendor. Your values have to be aligned, and you have to uh, take some subset of your data or your business and work with it in a model and try that software out to make sure it meets your goals, to make sure it's going to meet where you want to go, and to get a handle on what it's going to take to fully implement it and roll it out and manage the change in your organization. Any other kind of points that one I think I probably neglected to mention I want to bring up being being in customer success is looking at long term success, right? You want to look at the long term success of your business. Where are you starting and how are you going to mature? And then how are you going to use both the solution and the partnership over that period of time, right? Gardner, IDC, other analysts will tell you that they have maturity models, and it's important that you know where you're starting and where you're going, so you can proceed to be best in class and the best in your industry.
All right, so there you have it. So we're looking to assess business objectives ahead of time, involve the right stakeholders, and choose a vendor dedicated to long-term success. So those are 3 measurable outcomes of making the right vendor choice. So thank you so much for those insights, Bob, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Mary. It's been a delight.
And thank you for watching. Now you're in the loop. See you next time.